Okay, team. Everybody looks sweaty. Looks like you've got a bunch of rounds in. That's good. I want to talk about, and honestly, I have to stop doing it. I tend to do it. Like, I tend to grapple with a handicap sometimes. And I don't mean this like sarcastically, but I'll purposely put roadblocks in my way. Like somebody will wear the gi, and I'll be like, I can grab the gi right there, but I'm just not going. I can grab that leg lock right there, but I'm not going. Like, you know, this person has a whatever. I'm not going to go after the feet. Or like Simon, especially. I'm like, I want Simon to like the gi and show the gi class so much that I purposely I would have grabbed the gi. I'm like, I'm like, I can tell him too. I'm like, well, he's like, no, I'm not gonna do it. And I did it, and I grabbed, I passed him. No, I need to. Like, okay, I don't want you to hate it.
It's so funny because when I grapple no-gi with him, it's hard for me to like. Once I get in a good spot, then I'm good. But I have to work my ass off because he's like sitting underneath, like he's like it's almost like I'm grabbing me, just sliding off of me. But when we grappled yesterday with the gi, I was just like, he was like, whoa, where's the outside? Yes.
I have to stop myself from doing it. So I practice this class. So I want to talk about the gi, especially with tournaments coming up. People do tap cancer out, people doing like super fight tournaments, whatever. And a lot of times the gi ends up being a part of it. So most of the time in a self-defense situation, unless the person's really crazy, you're not going to be grappling a naked person, right? So they're going to be wearing a shirt, they're going to be wearing a collar, a collared shirt, a jacket, whatever it is. We wear jackets like we wear clothes, right? So I want to start off with like you're in the guard and the person's going to stall, right? Especially, I don't know, you slipped in a banana peel, they touched your foot, they got 2 points, and they take down your okay. However, let's just say you can, right? But they get 2 points, right? Or there's no 2 points, or whatever, and you're on the bottom. If they're nervous or whatever it is, they're going to try to stall and slow things down from this position. Now, whether it's jiu-jitsu or it's no-gi or it's MMA, all of the same applies. So like, think about it in MMA. You finally get on top, you get some control time, you're going to start to win the rounds, go body head, you're winning the round. So there's not a lot of, I want to hurry up and pass the guard and give this person an opportunity to be able to scramble back to their feet, even though you want to. And you're like, I'm going to win from here. Let me catch my breath a little bit. Let me do whatever, right? So there's going to be a lot of that stall factor. I want to talk about it for gi jiu-jitsu, and then tonight I'll talk about it for no gi jiu-jitsu. Right, so we're going to talk about our cross collar grip, person being on top, and setting up a good chain in our body position, whether they're tall or whether they're staying low. Okay, that's the number one. So the first thing that a lot of people weren't getting last night is obviously how to create space and how to get up off your back. But then of course it's like the actual chain that goes into the grip. Anyway, look at you guys, you know what a Turkish get-up is? Okay, I want this to be like your Turkish get-up. So our Turkish get-up is this. Notice the shoulder up off the ground, right? And we're going to come here and we're going to make it so we hold our position and we work our way up. And then of course we work our way right back down. If you notice, this thing stays the entire time, okay? So we're going to be doing a similar thing with the gi. Now of course it's not going to be just pushing straight up. We're not going to be telegraphing. He's going to put his face back. Nate's going to be in my guard. And the things that I really want everybody to pay attention to while we're doing this is the chain. Now what I mean by the chain is anytime I do something like this, so first of all, if I'm going to get the collar, don't just grab the collar here. Look at tons of space up here, and as soon as he starts to move, look at all the space right here. Like I'm not getting a good grip on this, right? So anytime I grab the collar, moving, whatever, I'm going to start, here's my collar setter. Everybody see what I just did? I'm opening it up down here, so now, always this. I pull, I slide, I get this grip. Now, you notice right now my elbow faces down. I'm going to turn it so my elbow faces the outside. Sorry, Nate, I'll go a little bit later. Right, so again here, my elbow faces the outside. Why? Because if Nate's smart and I'm like this, he's going to bend the arm and he's going to crush it, and then there goes my stiff arm. What I call the hyphen. Right? So again here, not only do I turn it, but what do I need to do? I need to get my shoulder up off the ground. Now, if you say, oh, my shoulder's not strong enough to do that, you're probably right. They'll start off like that, they'll start moving, they'll start to feel weak. So we have to line the chain up. The chain starts with the hip. If my shoulder comes off the ground, my foot is going to come off the ground, my hip is going to back it up on that side. So here, 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 and now I'm going to do this. Now he tries to push it and flatten me out. Everybody notice it's not broken hip, chain. Right, so even if I don't have this grip, if he tries to push and get closer,
I just push him away.
he just pushes me away. Watch when I drop my hip, watch where his head goes, push in. Look where his head is. Most people, I noticed when I taught this last night, all the way up to brown belt and stuff, we're missing this key factor in how they get up and how they get to the position that I want them to get to, which is a seated position in the back bump.
I wasn't doing it right either.
Okay, we have to left.
I wasn't doing it right.
So, I start here, boom, I get my grip. The next thing I'm gonna put my foot. Yes, yes.
When he's opening his collar, so that you remember, it's like something I got taught a long time ago. You know, like back in the day, you used to pop your collar and like have your collar up, right?
Yeah.
We call it. Alright, so anyways, we said I say like, hey, pop the collar, pop it open before you go in and get your grip. And it's just like something that I think of to this day, like, cause I'll just grab and then I'm like, oh shit, I didn't pop the collar. Like, it's just a little thing that makes me remember. Just a saying.
Yeah, for old guys who remember that stuff. I'm gonna say that that's gonna be me in the corner, by the way. Pop it!
Pop that collar.
Pop it! Pop it! Right? So look, one of the decoys that I'll tend to use, and you can work on decoys, right? Is like if we're here, I'm gonna act like I want this arm when really I'm just gonna get the collar. Right? So I'm gonna go like this. And now look how easy this is. Right? I didn't even open my guard, right? So here, here, step and hip in. Now, when you drag back, I'm going to hold the door open to bring the groceries in. Here, I start dragging back and I get to here. Does everybody see my feet are on the outside? So, right where AJ is where I'm going. Like I'm Tarzan, I'm going to swing. I'm going this way. My feet on the ground, off this hand, and I'm going to hop over and swing to the other side. Now I get my hook, and obviously he puts his hands down, and I'm going to start making my way towards the back, okay? Things that I saw last night that I want to kind of nip in the butt before we actually go on is people were doing this in a two-step motion. So once they got to here, they would go like this, and then they would go. And they would bend their arm and try to pull them down. This isn't going to work, right? Especially since Nate's going to put his arm on the other side of the body, he's going to end up here, he's going to just flatten you back out to the pass. Okay? It's not a two-step process. I literally want you to act like you're jumping out the window this way. Ever see a dog run, and then when they get to the end of the chain, they go whip, and they get whipped back around? That's what we're doing. You're gonna go this way until you run out of space, and on this, then we're gonna whoop, pull, and we're gonna end up bringing the hand back down to the mat. Okay? So don't make it a two-step process. Literally jump out the window, so we do the whole thing in, and make the swing. If you're not getting up properly though, it's going to feel very awkward. So we've got to work the awkwardness out of this first one, okay? I'm teaching you slow, I'm teaching you in steps. This isn't going to be something that you're going to like wait on, right? Once you get there, you're going to pull the trigger. Now we have many things that we can do from this spot, but this is going to be the first one I want everybody to work on. So again, boom, I get to here, I turn this to make sure that the elbow look this punch grip, okay? Step, and right away the hip is in. Not just put the foot on the ground, because it's very hard for him to get close to me anymore from this position. Okay? Reach back as my elbow drag from class. Does everybody notice that I am less than 90 with my body? Not happening. Happening. Everybody see the difference? So the hips have to be behind me. Now look, hand, feet. I'm going towards the paper this way, towards the weights. Right? I'm going to go out and then swing. Out, swing. And I come right back around, put the hand down, and then we end up here. The way I like to take the back from here always is I don't want to be too high. If I start climbing up on the back on Nate, he's way too good, I'm going to end up back in the bottom. Okay, for the people that want to do this, Nate's getting out right away. Okay, so what I'm going to do is short hook, I'm going to go open, so he has to follow, and then I'm putting both feet on the ground, and sitting way back here, and I go long seatbelt. If I do all this properly, and I go short seatbelt, he's gonna start to get his butt high again, and then I end up being this guy, okay? So real important that you go long, this is long seatbelt, right? Long seatbelt, sit on the butt, but what you notice is, I'm like this. I'm not like this. When you're like that from the back position, when they're on all fours in the turtle position, you're automatically your weight's going forward. Automatically you're gonna try to depend on putting your knees on the ground, which is gonna bring everything forward. Does that make sense? Let me see how I got there with the hook. So when I have that one hook in from here, it's like this. This knee opens up in a circle. Don't put your arm totally into the other side. Right here. That's it. Sorry, I tried to ignore it, and now it's just there you go. Okay, so circle, look, I start opening up like this, opening up like this. And what's gonna happen is when his knee starts to open up, he's gonna keep trying to go and close the space. So when it's open finally, step your foot in there, sit on his butt, square yourself up. You're saying no, you don't wanna do that?
No, I do. Any tips for the high calorie grapplers that are going to be doing that quad? Same thing? Like,
Oh, this is way easier. They're not climbing up any other way.
Okay.
Because when we start from this position,
I'm talking about when you pull and jump.
there's no other way that I'm getting up here by doing this. Like this is never gonna happen. So you're getting out here with Nate out of your fucking mind. He loves the fact that I'm doing this right now. It's not gonna happen. Right? So I have to make sure being this low without getting up any higher, because here's where my knee is, that I can get him to chase a little bit. That's how I'm opening him up. Now I'm here and then I use my knee to move myself back. This is where you want to be, because no matter if I fall north, south, east, west from here, I keep the back. I can also use my feet and stand him up, because I'm standing. Key points here, right? Do the whole thing one more time. I want everybody to do this slowly. When you work with your partner, I really want to make sure that your partner's helping you out. And there we go. I think I would just jump over your feet right there. I think I would just push you over right here. Your balance is not good. Like, help your partner out and know that they're not in the right position, and fix them so it helps. Because when you fix somebody else, when you go to do it, you're going to know a little bit better what you're trying to work on. Okay? So one more time. Here, open, grab. I'll go later, so I'm not trying to make us time. I want to tighter than this, but I want to keep doing this today, so I'll just put it right here. Okay? Make sure that your elbow faces out this way and not down this way. Okay? This is a better way for me to hold this Heisman too. Step and active hip. So now if he starts trying to push into me, I want you guys to try this. He doesn't feel like he's getting that closer. With my grip, I'm always encouraging him right now to go up. Okay? Same thing, I'm gonna reach back. Arm stays here. I'm already here. I would have already went. Right? Does everybody see I'm holding the arm in front and my feet are down?
You see how his hips are back too? Like his hips are back and his chest is over his hips. Me, he's like so like I'm literally fighting into him as hard as I can.
Which is what we want.
And like I can't go anywhere. But if his hips were forward a little bit right here, and I drive, he's falling over. I might double unders or back over the top. But the second is when he gets there, his butt scoots back right there. He's so strong. It literally feels like I'm leaning up against a wall right now.
Last one. Notice I bring my elbow right down to the ground. This foot automatically ends up on the inside. Short waist grip, hand comes down, and I start opening up right away. Once I get here, I'm gonna hop onto the back. You gonna say something?
Yeah. Are you doing anything that's stopping me from turning into you? Is that just with that grip that
This
you
little
have?
hook right here, like this.
No. From when you first get the pull. So you got me down right here. Is there anything that also this around my waist?
Yeah, and I'm standing behind this. I'm standing behind this elbow.
That's what's stopping me from turning. Okay.
Stand up. Make sure you keep the chest on. Don't get to here and go, I'm supposed to like be up here. Like if you do, yeah, like Heath Lee. Right? So anytime, look, we're in this wrestle. This is where we want to be. And now we start opening them up. Now I can start working my way back up. This hand is going to help me get back up as well when you make that step over. Don't reach and step and think that you're getting anything from here. Nate pushes me into me a little bit. And now he's back. He's already past it. So it's not like I just ended up back in the guard. Right? I went from getting the ace card to ending up with like a 3. Nah, talking about playing cards. I didn't even give you the 2, but it could go either way sometimes, right? Just give you a 3. It sucks. Does this make sense? Can we grab a partner or 2? I don't mind any, whatever.
You're not grabbing the tight ways, you're grabbing more at the end.
Yeah, I'm going short grip because the more hand that I put in on that side, the more people are going to try to trap that on if that guy only. You know what I mean? So I'm going. Yes, yes, exactly. Let you have it, reach, and then go after the straight.
I just grabbed it with the chin.
100%. Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. I'm just going hook grip on the thumb. So try to not what they say is try not to put too much arm in, right? All right. So like look here. We end up here like this. Don't be like this, because he's right away gonna reach back and now I'm captured. But he's gonna go after the straight to this, and now he's going after my arm ring. Like that kid's gonna do it. Yeah. Now I'm kind of stuck, right? So make sure that you don't reach. I'm just going short grip on the hip, holding it in. The only thing that's in is my wrist. Look where my elbow is. The more elbow I give him, the more he's going to be able to push over.
And when he grabs that, he's pulling his elbow back, so it's keeping this hip open this way, while his other leg is opening my hip that way. That's why my legs keep doing like a split. Or like
Yeah,
a
you see
butterfly.
my hip is on his hip. Where do you want to be? Go slow and work through all of these little points. Okay, because I don't want you to go through it and do it fast and then just be like coast to sucks, it doesn't work. Right? So I like groups of 3. Groups of 3 are good too because you can kind of like work on it while we come around. And let's start off and get started. Okay. Alright, I'll let you guys be smart on your Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. And there's a couple of things to do here. Let's go.